The engage line, this
Just kind of glazed over. I'm like, okay, let me change this up because people are scared half to death to talk to their friends, to talk to their family, to talk to those things. But hey, I'm not giving up on that, everyone, because this phone right here, on average, the average American, can you guys guess if you've been in my class with the average American, how many contacts they have on their phone, smartphone? Android or iPhone. I don't know, whatever you choose. I know if you talk to Sean, he's going to tell you Samsung, and if you talk to Frank, he'll tell you, iPhone. So go ahead and share there how many contacts you have. Come on, like on average, take a wild guess. Nobody? Come on, guys. No? All right, let's go into this. All right, well, okay, ooh, Kanyen, pretty close.
Ooh, that's
650. No,
well
I think
close.
that's it. 658. Tanya, 2000. Can we get a spinning wheel for people that are guessing here? Rosario, 300. Is that how many you have, Rosario? All right, so that's actually a good guess, and Kanyen takes amazing notes because it is 658 is the average. So I want you guys to do that exercise, and then if you guys don't already have the Macho Market list, I want you to go ahead and I will share it here for you guys. But we'll go over that on Tuesday. But today, I want to do something that everyone can actually take and apply it right now. Okay. Who wants at the end of the year to have 12, to have their business grow by a multiple of 12? Who would like that? Who wants 12 agents on their team? Everybody. And who wants that for as low as $100 a month? Is that doable, by the way? Okay, write a one if you think that's doable. So I'm going to show you today how that's done. We're going to be interactive today. All right, we're going to be very interactive. Hey, and Landry, was I right about that? That it typically, because I remember you started about 3 months ago, right? So go ahead and speak on that, on delayed gratification.
Yeah, it's funny. Somebody told me that, and it took a long time to realize that's what was happening. Because there's been times where I even kind of slowed down or stopped the recruiting.
Right.
Then I get more than I've ever gotten. It's because of the work I was putting in earlier.
Yeah. So Landry, you're living proof of that, and good job, man. Keep that up. It looks great. And so let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys and let me know if you're here. I'm going to make it very simple. Can you guys read that on screen? Recruiting made simple. Craigslist. Okay. That's where we're going to start. For all you that have graduated from friends and family, and when you see me, you're like, oh, there's Frank again. He's going to talk about that. No, today we're going to do something different. How about building a business legacy on $100 a month? Who could put a one if you're cool with that? Who wants to do that, right? Well, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And can you get okay? So there's only two people that want to do that. Oh, there's more. There we go. Drake, man, Drake's doing it. All right, let's get into it. All right. So, first and foremost, what's the purpose of this training? Well, we want to attract business-minded people. We're going to learn the strategies to use on Craigslist as a very powerful recruiting tool that's going to connect you with individuals actively seeking opportunity. Perfect for non-recruiters, people that are like, yeah, how many of you, be honest, Sean, come on, I need the master agency involved here. How many people are like, I'm never recruiting? Go ahead. Go ahead and put that right now. Do it for accountability, right? I'm never recruiting. Well, this is for you. This is actually really good for you. And they aren't necessarily ready to just go all out and recruit like we have some agency owners doing now. And that's me. That's the season I'm in. And then what if I would just say it's ultra affordable? $100 per month. Think about that. This is actually a true story. I went out with my we were going to church and we needed to get breakfast. Typically I like to cook the breakfast, but my wife's like, let's go to McDonald's for the kids, right? Who's got kids here? Did you know a family of four in Los Angeles driving through the I'm not talking gourmet here. Can anybody guess what that was for a family of four? Anybody want to guess what I paid for? What
40
the
bucks.
40? Good, 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 good. Okay, we should do the spin the wheel. Oh my gosh, Veronica hit it right on the nose. 50 bucks. $50. That used to be $23, I remember, with the first batch of kids I had. Like that was like 23 bucks, I remember. Because I remember we'd always get the same thing and I was on a tight budget. And so 50 bucks, guys, that's a lot of money. What if two McDonald meals with your family and you could be actually building your business? Perspective, right? And then the goal is also to find legacy focused people. We want to connect with individuals who value freedom, income potential, and building something that is meaningful for their families. Who wants to do that? Who wants to sign up for that? And so why Craigslist? I'm going to give you the why. A lot of people overlook that. So most recruiters are typically chasing after, the LinkedIn and all those things, right? But Craigslist still remains as a very hidden gem. Matter of fact, it's pretty predictable too. And for these reasons alone, right? And number one, and I'll tell you guys straight up, there is no interruptions like you have on Facebook or you have on Instagram or on TikTok. You're not getting interrupted. It's honestly people are going there, they're seeking something that they want specifically. And that is you're going to go up to bat and you're going to get pitched on and hopefully you're going to connect with the ball. That's what Craigslist is basically. And it's low cost for cold market access. You reach thousands of these potential business partners for pennies on the dollar. If you think about it, Craigslist has over 500 million views, I believe, every single day. I think it's crazy, right? And these are pre-qualified audiences. Your prospects they're already browsing for income opportunities. Again, I didn't say job, I said income opportunities, and they're warm to that. It's simple, it's duplicatable. I could just coach this and you guys can apply it right away. And then there's a full message control. You want to tell your story without a platform restricting your content to do so, okay? So let's keep that in mind. And then who are we talking to? Success in recruiting on Craigslist, it basically starts with clarity about who your ideal prospect is. So, what we're not looking for is we're not here to convince people, we're here to sort. So, one thing I learned from one of my mentors, he told me, "Hey Frank, we're not here to convince, we're here to sort. That's what professionals do." And so I always go back to my top 25 macho market. And what I'm looking for, I'm honestly looking for married people that are partnered with someone. Why is that important to me? Because typically one is the major breadwinner and the other one isn't. That's what I find. I want family oriented people. This is just for me, right? This is what I'm looking for. They're motivated by creating legacy. I don't have to convince them of that. Remember, my motto, I'm not here to convince people. And I'm also looking for freedom seekers, people looking to crave that flexibility of schedule and the ability to control their time. One thought that comes to mind, one person is I think of Kanyen. Like Kanyen was looking for that. She was looking for she was looking for flexibility and she didn't want to sit down and be told what to do. I'm thinking of all my leaders, Jessica, I'm thinking of Kat, I'm thinking of Ryan, right? Think about that for a second. Think of the anchors on your team. Think of them for a minute. I want you now, when you're done thinking of them, build an avatar. I'm getting tech talk now, so I got to slow down. An avatar is basically think of the ideal person that works here. They could come from every walk of life, right? But they're going to have characteristics like this. They're business minded. What do I mean by that? They're coachable. These are people that really believe in delayed gratification. Okay, so athletes, people that work out, leaders in industries, they've had to go through some things in order to see the outcome of success. They've finished something. So I like military people too. Okay, so here's the winning elements. There's three pieces to writing an ad on Craigslist. Number one, always, and I'm sorry this kind of messed up here, is you need to share your story. It's important that you share your story and make sure that that's on top. Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to give you about headlines and all that stuff, but you need to share your story because it's going to be relatable to people. People connect with authenticity. They don't connect with AI or corporate speech. They connect with authenticity. Matter of fact, when I do my interviews, yeah, I have a format, but I want to see them. Just like Sarah Reineke says, I don't outsource my superpower. My superpower is I want to see and talk to them. I want to see, I want to see who they're all about. That's exactly what I want to do. And the best way of doing that and attracting that is you want to tell your story. Your story is going to reflect your struggles, and your idea to prospect is basically what they're currently facing. If you guys get a chance, I love Kat's story. Have you guys seen her ad? She shares her story on there. It's compelling. Let me tell you, it is authentic, it's transparent, it's it says a lot, right? And so she's able to connect with those people that are reading that. And then the opportunity has to be clear. What is it? What we are and what we're not. It's got to be super clear, okay? And then be very specific about it. But again, I want to go back to this. It starts with you. You share your story, you want to attract who you are. Super important. So if you're a person that is motivated by money, that wants the expensive cars, that wants those things, go for it. You're going to attract that. So put that out. But if you're someone that just wants peace, legacy, or whatever it is, that's what you're going to attract in your writing. And then there has to be a call to action. It has to be clear and concise. It can't be two call to actions. Remember in the good book, it says you can't be a master of two because you'll love one and hate the other. That's true too in advertising. You got to have one call to action. What is that call to action? It's going to lead to the next step, which the next step on the funnel is always an appointment. Okay. So you can't say, oh, watch this video plus here's an appointment. Well, okay, I'm thrown off a little bit. So again, it has to be clear and easy, direct, maybe to watch a video, and then in the video you embed a schedule, an interview, or remove the video, embed the actual calendar link, and then while in the calendar link, why they sign up, you send a text message with a video. But again, it all leads to one singular point. Okay, think of everything in life as a huge funnel leading to one point, and that's one step. Always, okay? The next step always. So here's some example headlines that you guys can use. I've used them and they've worked very effectively. And again, these headlines are meant to elicit an emotion, okay? So it must stop the scroll and speak directly to the prospect's deepest desire or pain points. Who's heard me say that? Pain points. That's good. So you need to test different angles. But here's what I found has worked really good. Hey, tired of watching your spouse carry all the weight? Whew. Does that hit? Write a one if that hits, because I think I like that one. Right? Two, are you faith driven, family focused? Work from home. Wow, that's speaking to me. Ever thought about starting your own business? It appeals to that entrepreneur mindset. You need guidance on that. Here's a mentor, right? The other one, faith driven, attracts value aligned prospects. Now, is this going to filter everybody out? And is it going to? No. But what it's going to do, it's going to attract the right audience that you're trying to go after. So your superpower, when you meet with them, this is what you're looking for. Exactly what you did. Hey, what attracted you to the ad? Oh yeah, I've been, staying at home. Like I'm trying to get a job, but my wife, she's making all this money and I feel so bad. Boom! Let's go. That's what you're doing, okay? The best thing is also to avoid general headlines like, hey, great opportunity, make money now. Who cares? Who cares? I want you guys to be different. I want you to start looking at prospects and instead of just saying it, I want it to penetrate their soul, their deepest desires, their pain. I want you to focus on their pain when you write this. Boom, headline. Boom, your story. Boom, what it is. Boom, calendar. Very simple. Boom, 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 all four with that passion. I'm telling you, if you do it with passion and love, don't write a book. Nobody wants to read a book, but do it. Even use ChatGPT to help you. Say, hey, look, I don't want to write a book, but I want to hit on some pain points. A thing that I use, guys, and I'll give you guys a little secret pro tip. I'll go, hey, ChatGPT, do you know what the five voices are? And the five voices. I want you to write this from the perspective of a nurturer. What does it do? It's gonna write in our perspective of a nurturer. Hey, I want to attract the big money, big, Hollywood. I want to attract that. Okay, I want you to write this from the perspective of a pioneer. But you got to know it first. So I recommend you guys to get that book and read it. It's called The Five Voices. Soul Psychology, okay? So use these tools to help you to communicate and to touch the deepest desires of your people. AI is beautiful, but it's a tool. At the end of the day, people want to talk to Kat. People want to talk to Kanye. People want to talk to Jess. People want to talk to Frank. They don't give a darn about some AI thing, but use it as a tool. And we're going to go into that here in a moment. If you guys are following me, write a one, please. Cool. If you guys are tracking me, I feel like I'm at church. At church yesterday, like, you tracking? You tracking? I'm like, wait, slow down. I'm not hiking. Like, just listen. So remember about the body. The example of the body is something clear. 100% remote, no cold calling, step-by-step mentorship included, license discount code provided. Or what you could say here is no license, not a problem. We have a solution. Boom, 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 ready. 4 to 5 at the max of these bullet points, and then or watch a video. Here, watch this video next. I typically have a booking link on my video because I want them to watch that 3 5 minute video. Or you can here you could put, hey, ready for a one-on-one discovery? Not interview. You could do that too, but one-on-one discovery call. Here's my Calendly link, okay? So what this demonstrates is basically being specific and having clarity. Notice how it leads with emotion, then transitions into benefits and ends with a simple action step. The formatting makes it scannable and easy to digest. Remember, guys, when gosh, this was like 20 years, there's this book called Don't Make Me Think. And it talked about the psychology of a user going into a website. It has to be always, don't make me think. Always, what's the next step has to be organic, and it has to be that process of not like convoluting everything. So watch this. Here's how it elicits an emotion. Hey, I remember how it felt like when I was watching my spouse carry all the financial load while I wanted to contribute more, not just financially, but build something meaningful for my family. Boom, vulnerability. It's specific. And by the way, you got to mean this stuff, guys. You just can't ask ChatGPT to do it for you. You got to mean it. That's the secret ingredient there, the secret sauce, okay? And then what we offer, 4 or 5 bullet points, ready to learn more. That's it. So your story, the vulnerability, the example of the ad, body of the ad, and then the call to action. Okay. So again, here's how, guys, right? Screenshot this. Simple posting process. Go to Craigslist, select your city. You're going to click post to classifieds. And in the upper left corner, you're going to find that. You're going to choose your category. You're going to select one or two, and it depends on the pricing. It depends on metropolitan areas. We're not going to get into that, but you're going to select jobs offered or sales, business development, or gigs. Like whatever you guys, the more you're on there, they're going to charge you, but the more likely you're going to get looked at. You're going to copy and you're going to paste your ad. You're going to do that. And then you're going to have a call to action link that's prominent. Okay. Hey, discovery call, learn more here, more information, one-on-one interview. What does this work? Okay. Will this work? Learn more. Boom. Put that on there. And then you're going to pay the fee, a complete fee. It's going to cost you from $5 to $15 depending on your city. and category. In LA, it's 45 bucks, guys. That's how much it is. It's a lot more expensive to post it on there. So you can't really do it for 100 bucks here. I lied to you. But for other places like Fresno, other of the mid markets, the mid-level markets and mid DMAs, that's all ad talk. But what that means is a population density. So the more dense a population, the more likely you are to see ads, and so that they're gonna charge for that, okay? And then what I want you to do is I want you to post regularly, every 2 to 3 days, changing a couple words, seeing what works, okay? Making sure it's compliant too, okay? If your budget's only 100 bucks, no problem. Just do one a week. I typically post on a Monday or a Tuesday, and then I let it run. And then on weekends, nobody ever responds on weekends. It's like Sunday night and Monday they're hating their job, and then that's when they're looking for work, right? And then I think Landry, if you can help me with that, like typically, like think about you. Come Friday, dude, life is good. You're like, yes. I got the MMA fight coming on Saturday, right? Like, I want to say, by the way, what a great fight. So I got the fight. You're not thinking of work, right? Or hey, I got family, I got church. But like as the day grows into night, right? On Sunday, you're like, oh gosh, I gotta go back to my miserable job, or I gotta go back to my reality. And that's when people start searching. Okay, I want you guys to just think of those things. I want you to really be a student and think of those things and when to post it. Okay. And then the beautiful thing is you can post from anywhere. So here, don't limit yourself to just immediate city, like post in major nearby cities within 50 to 100-mile radius. And since this is a remote position, geography doesn't really matter. Like the you do need an address though, so just make sure you kind of figure out an address there. Like typically, if I'm in LA and post in Fresno, I'll have like the Fresno library or something. I'll like post around there. Um, and then avoid ad fatigue by rotating different categories like sales, business, general labor, and part-time opportunities. Each category reaches slightly different audience segment, but it's your copy, it's you that they're going to be attracted to. Okay. Sometimes I'll put up pictures if I'd like to ask permission for one of you that's on there, but like I saw Cats and it had, pictures of her winning, pictures of her going places, being in meetings, and just a smile on her face. It's like, wow, that's attracting me to what she's doing. That's very good to have those experiential, uh, not just like a psychological. I tried that too, like having a ball and chain, and I did the dark stuff, and it kind of worked, but I found people were getting angry, like, "Ah!" So just like happy, like free, like here's where I am, this is what I'm doing. So those are kind of the images you want also on there. And then you want to track everything. You want to maintain a simple spreadsheet. And again, guys, I'm trying to go as fast as I can, so I apologize. What city you posted, what category, how many responses you got. And the goal isn't, hundreds of replies. It's simply 3 to 5 quality, that you're going to get that are interested in the process, in the interview process. Okay. And again, so here's a breakdown of budget. So Craigslist posts 2 per week, 4 times a week, 40 to 60 bucks it'll cost you. And then also a pro tip here is Facebook has you can run it on Facebook, like not run the ad, but like you could post the ad on Facebook. You could do it on there's also groups, Facebook groups. Let's say there's a group for looking for work, you could post it there, the Craigslist ad. So those are things just to get you more boost on that. Um, Also, tools you want to include are Calendly, ChatGPT. You could use Canva too, but Canva's more, it doesn't look as authentic, right? Running some banner ads on through Canva. That stuff you don't need, but typically just like your Calendly, obviously, you don't have to get really fancy on funnel. And then a ChatGPT assistant, right? Just to help you develop your avatar, your target, and all that stuff. I want you guys to start thinking in that way. And then, so for less than the cost of dinner out, like I was talking about, you're investing in building a sustainable business that could generate lifetime income for you. Compare that to the traditional advertising cost of Facebook ads. that require like 500 to $1,000 on monthly budget, it's expensive. And we will get that. We'll do like a 303 training, a 300 training we can do. I do that now. But I still do Craigslist. And you know what? You'd be surprised. Like out of 10, you'll have two that are licensed. Yeah, I got this license. I didn't do anything with it. Like, oh, cool. Well, why? Well, I had to do friends and family. I said, oh, completely understand. We have a sustainable system here. All right. So, okay. So again, let's go over the expected results here. And Sean, how are we doing on time? Are we good, guys? Everyone, we're good?
Yeah, yeah, we're
You
going
guys,
time.
Yeah,
It's
do
been
you
a
guys
great
like it?
training.
Or
Yeah.
you guys like it or what? Get some
Oh,
feedback?
great.
love it.
My wife's like, you always want a feedback. I said, of course. I'm always testing. Gosh.
Hey,
So
Frank, also maybe at the end, if you have like an example template, Thomas was just asking if there was like a example ad. I know you had a brief one, but if you have
yeah,
an ad as an example, that would be great.
yeah, I'll show you what I did in the past, but then I really like what I'm doing now, and I kind of broke a lot of the rules that I'm like, so I don't want to. I'll get that over to you if you go to my training at 9 a.m. Okay, Pacific. This is a shameless plug. 12, we will be building an ad together.
Mm,
You like that?
wow, I
So
like that.
I, yeah, because I broke all the
More
laws.
online?
I broke all the rules, guys. Again, you don't have to be perfect to do this business. You just got to be honest. That's it. If you're honest, you can do this business. So let's go over the expected results you guys know. Who's cool? Who wants to know based on years of doing this what the average and Landry, you could call me out if this is right or wrong, okay? So 4 to 6 ads posted consistently weekly. Okay, you'll get about 800 or 1,000 views. How cool is that? 800 or 1,000 people seeing your ad, knowing your story. 15 to 20 replies, 5 to 10 book calls, 2 to 3 interviews, and then one activation. That's about right. Okay. And so remember, these numbers assume consistent effort and proper follow-ups. One activation per month means 12 new business partners per year. That's transformational growth. And remember, we're talking just 12. Imagine out of those 12, you get a Landry Peterson. Imagine out of those 12, you get a Sean and Amanda friggin' Kim. Like, honestly, ladies, and what about getting a Bo Hirschfield, Stefan Brenes, Kat Kusick, Jessica Jackson, Ryan? By the way, Ryan, is he on the call? Like, Ryan came from a Craigslist ad, I believe. I think it was a Craigslist ad. Yes. And he was skeptical. I'm like, yeah, this guy's going to be good. He's skeptical. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. He went, took the test, passed the test. He says, yeah, I passed the test. I said, oof. Like, you know how you get that feeling, Landry? You're like, oh my gosh, he passed. That's awesome. What now? Oh, hold on. Get him an engage line. Give him an engage line. But that's what happened, guys. So imagine 12 opportunities per year to get one Sean Kim. Like, like, sign me up, right? Then that's the point, guys. That's the point when I'm sharing this. Again, it's important to tell your story. Your story is the most powerful recruiting tool there ever is. It's what separates you from every other opportunity on Craigslist. People don't join businesses, they join people they can trust and they relate to. I want you guys to start getting really good at sharing your story. Even if you're brand new here, share your story. What brought you to the business? What were you feeling? What were your struggles? What do you dream? What are your dreams right now? And then you want to look at their pain points, address their real challenges. Limited time with family, financially, everybody's financially stressed, right? Lack of purpose in work, feeling stuck. I want you guys to lean in on that, listen to them. As a pioneer, I don't do a good job of that, guys. I'm still trying. I apologize ahead of time. Okay, it's like, gosh, like my wife says, babe, you already know the answer before I even, okay, I'm sorry, babe. So I ask something you just slow down, practice, get really good at it, practice. Again, you want to really take time and listen to them and then offer hope and a system in place. Show them that there's a proven path with mentorship support and that this business, the success of them isn't going to determine if the business is going to survive, right? That's why I tell people copy the blueprint. Copy the blueprint. There's been many people before you that have been very successful here, extremely successful, right? It's just following the system. And then you always want to be authentic from the heart, no hype, no exaggeration, just honest human connection. Now, if you've just like been turned down on a sale, like I highly like take it step back, go get some water. Don't do the interview right away, okay? This sucks. I just got turned down. Okay. Big picture, guys, big picture. So you want to be real from the heart, no hype. And then, your mess, I want you guys to write this down. Your mess becomes your message. Kanyen, Kanyen, do you like that one? You love that one, remember? Your mess becomes your message. The struggles that you've overcome are exactly what your ideal prospect needs to hear. Vulnerability builds trust faster than any polished pitch can ever do. Your mess becomes your message, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Common questions. Is this a job? Do I need experience? What does it cost to start? Screenshot this. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I want you equip you guys and prepare you guys to have one-on-one talks with people. Okay? Because this business is about people. It's not about machines or about policies. It's about people. Okay? So a key mindset, offer opportunity, not a job. Okay, you're not hiring employees, you're offering a business ownership opportunity with unlimited potential. Frame every conversation around entrepreneurship, legacy building, not employment. You are setting the expectations of what this is. Lead with your story, not with pressure. The best recruiters never sell anyone. They simply share their authentic journey and let prospects, self-select. Your story does the heavy lifting, not any aggressive tactics. Your story does. It's got to be compelling. And then consistency is key because that equals compounding. You guys, why do you think we tell people we want to do the following? We want to read books, right? Atomic Habits. What does it say on Atomic Habits? If you're consistent, just one a day, one posting a week, look what happens at the end. You can find 12, and that's just working off of adding. We're not talking about multiplication because if you find the next Sean Kim, if you find the next Stefan Brenes, if you find those people, they have an army of people behind them. And now you're working with what? With multiplication. And so here, because you've done this, you need to set your mind and your heart ready because that opportunity is going to come and you got to be ready for that opportunity. You know, when God gives you favor, you got to step into that favor. You got to be ready for that. Think about it. If you guys think, honest question, if you guys think about it for a second, are you equipped right now if you do find a whale to work with that whale? Because this is exactly what you're going to do here. Yeah, a lot of people say one recruit a month. Okay, great. But what if that one recruit a month is, a whale, right? So this is why we do this. This is why we build, okay? And again, you want to connect with them. You don't want to convince them. Your job is to connect people who are already want what you're offering. Stop trying to convince skeptical people. Focus your energy on the right people. Who are the right people? The people that will say yes. The people that will be like, man, I'm hungry for more. I want more right now. I want more than seeing my wife get up every morning, take care of the kids, and going out to work, and me sitting at home looking for a job. I want more than that. I want more. That's who you're looking for. These mindsets are going to protect you from burnout and rejection fatigue. When you approach recruiting with abundance and authenticity, it becomes energizing rather than draining. Okay, that's why Sean, that's why Landry, that's why myself, Stefan, Bo, we can do this without burnout because we focus on that. We protect our mindset. These are very key cornerstones to the business in general. Okay. It's an opportunity, not a job. We want to be consistent. We want to always lead with a story because your mess is going to become your message. And then we want to connect. We don't want to convince people. Cornerstones. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go here. You don't need to have a massive budget again. Your next step is someone on Craigslist right now is searching for exactly what you're offering. They're basically tired of corporate America. They're yearning for a flexibility and they're dreaming of building something meaningful. You're the next business partner and they're ready to meet you. Who's on the call? They're ready to meet you. I'm going to go over everybody on the call. I'm going to name everybody on this call right now. You guys ready? I'll start. Alima, they're ready to meet you. Anise, they're ready to meet you. Anna, Annabelle, Charles, Devonte, Drake, Ed. I don't know what that other one is. Fam, Gladys, Jericho, Jessica, John, Jory, Cami, Kanyan, Kat, Kathy, Landry, Lucas, Margie, Maria, Mary, Millicent, Omar, Richelle, Rosadio, Sherry, Stefan, Stephen Ha, Thomas, Tanya, Tracy, Valerie, Veronica, and Victoria. There are people, Sean Kim's, Bo Hirschfield, Stefan Brenes, ready to meet you right now for less than $100 a month, 3 hours per week, 12 annual activations. So the best time to start is when, Sean? When's the best time to start?
Now.
There it is, man. There it is. Thank you guys. That is all I have for you. I wanted to thank you guys for giving me an opportunity to speak to you. And if that's you right now, go ahead and write a one on the chat. All right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Frank, thank you. I want to be like you someday.
Brother, you are
As
like
I've been telling you from the start.
you are me better, bro. You're the man. Don't worry about me. Guys, God bless you. Are we good on time? Because I just
Yeah. Yeah,
wanted
Frank. Just wanted to say, man, wow. What you just shared is gold. And a lot of people on this call, like this is a one step towards your financial freedom. And I'll tell you, like, this brings me back memories of when I was looking for an opportunity on Craigslist. A lot of them said, "Do you want to hand out flyers on the Las Vegas Strip?" Like, do you know, like little papers, like handing it out, and you make money as you hand out more. Like that was one of the like jobs that were posted on the at the time on Craigslist when I was looking for an opportunity. But that one ad, it said, "Do you like helping families? You can make 20,000 in a month," and it really captivated me. And one ad, just think about it this way. I'll just show how big one choice can make a whole difference. So that one ad that was posted by my mentor who passed away, he actually posted that ad for another agent who paid for it. And if Rick Brill paid for it, and if he never paid him to post an ad, I would have never found that ad. I would have went somewhere completely different. I might have been successful in other business as well, but finding this company and just it changed our lives. And the fact that if I didn't find this ad, then I would have never met Frank. I would never met Landry. I would never met Jericho. I would never met all the people in our agency. So imagine all the impact that happens afterwards. Just the one choice or one time you post an ad. It
yeah,
can it can change so many people's lives through that one decision that you make. So you don't have to post a perfect ad.
yeah.
Just post one, massive action, constant correction, and then you make it as you go. You make it better as you go. So I just
Yeah, and I
love
want
what you shared, Frank, today. You did a
to
great job, man.
and I want to take you back to your mess is now your message because you lost $100,000 and you thought life was over.
Yeah, it's
It was
true.
a pretty challenging time, Sean. And when you tell that story, that mess, look at what it's done.
And Frank, think about how you joined. When I first talked to you, Frank, you remember I don't know. You were in bad health, like you were in a bad, tough position with your family relationship. I mean, bro, you were said I'm in a tough, really,
Yeah.
really tough spot, and look at it, how your life has changed with that one conversation over the phone. So yeah, I'm very
Yeah,
grateful for
so
you, man.
I could unequivocally tell you that this business has saved my life. Unequivocally, my financial life, my spiritual life, my life with my wife and my kids, it has. And I don't owe it to the business, and I'm just saying the opportunity and what it
Mm,
did. And let me tell you, it was hard, and it's still hard. It's different hard. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. The mentorship here, the people that actually care for you to win, is
mhm,
unmatched anywhere else. And that little suffering of, oh my gosh, I didn't hit my budget, or I didn't hit, all that is irrelevant to what 7 years down the line looks like for you guys. And I just want you guys to really press in on that it can be done. So if you're going through these struggles, again, remember that your mess is going to be your message. All right,
yeah.
guys.
That was awesome, Frank. Master class on Craigslist ad and just how to build your agency on a budget. Thanks for sharing, Frank. That was amazing. And show some love, people. And Frank tomorrow is gonna show a live example of how to post an ad on Craigslist, he said. So he already
Okay.
said it. So jump on tomorrow. And Frank, if you can get that posted on Engage Line again as an announcement so everybody can see again, that'll be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. I will, guys. Thanks, man. I'll do
Okay.
that.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. Talk to you later. Okay. Bye-bye.